But look here, guys. The gate's shut and locked. Now, I don't know about y'all, but I know I've always had better luck hunting and fishing in places that I'm not wanted to be. Let's go fishing. There's an old deer fly biting me this morning, but I got him. Guys, this here is a beautiful pond. And we're gonna see if we can catch us a bass out of this pond, out of this kayak. Now this kayak here is actually a kid's kayak. It ain't but 8 foot long. And there's a story behind this little kayak. When I was working in Texas, I was staying in an RV park and this little boy come around. He was trying to sell stuff and he wanted to sell his kayak and some other stuff because he was wanting to purchase him a bigger kayak, a different style, like the other kids down there had. So I purchased this little kayak for him. And that RV park I was in had an old slough creek around in it that we could fish, and I'd fish in it in the afternoons. But this little kayak here was pretty tipsy. So I put me a piece of rope around it on each side, and I put one of these big 3-inch floaties. And guys, that really helped it on the tippiness. So maybe I won't dump myself, because it's been a few years since I've been in this kayak. But I'm actually not slipping in on this pond. This is a friend of mine, and I called him up this morning, and I was outside in my shed, and I said, hey, I got this kayak over here, been hanging in the shed. I want to bring it over to y'all's pond and just leave it. That way y'all's grandkids or whoever can use it, and it'll get used instead of just hanging in the shed. Well, it's old cloudy. It's been raining for 4 days. It's too wet to mow. I don't have coaching today, and I was bored. I said, well, shoot, I might as well take my couple of my bass fishing poles over there and get in that kayak and see if I can catch a bass for a little while the rain ain't raining, because it's coming back again after a while. So right now, I'm going to unload this kayak. First, I'm going to get my billfold and stuff out of my pockets and leave in this side by side just in case I get dumped out here. And if I do, I don't want none of y'all laughing. Y'all laugh all you want, because I know I would if I was watching y'all and you got dumped. But we finna slide her in the water. Now, I ain't taking this camera out in the kayak with me, but I'm gonna set it up over there while I start fishing down one side. And then I get away from the camera, I come back and turn it around and fish down the other side, and we're gonna see what Papaw can do in this pond. Now, I fished in this pond. I brought Colton over here brim fishing, but I've never bass fished in here, but I know it's some bass in here, and the owner told me there's bass in here. And I'm wanting to catch some just to see if I can catch them. So let's get us unloaded. No, first I gotta take my billfold stuff out before I forget. Now we're gonna see if we can get us unloaded. pretty tight because it's about a 4-mile ride over here to this pond. I'm gonna get my worm bag because I'm just using rubber worms and lizards and such today. That's what I like bass fishing with. Go on and put my paddle together. Got dirt daubers in it, guys. Now this little kayak wasn't a fishing kayak, but I took me some plastic pipe and I made me a little holder here for my paddles. I drilled me some holes back there and made me a place that I can stick 2 rods, and I turned it into a fishing kayak when I was in Texas. Now I got to figure out what's the best way to get into this kayak. I think I need to take the kayak over here to the steps on the dock. I don't know, but I'm thinking this steps is going to be my best way to get in. All right. So now we're going to get our paddles and we're going to paddle around there and we're going to go fishing. Guys, just in case some of you was wondering, I don't have a life jacket, but I do have a fluke that I keep right here on my lap, and if I start to dump out, that's the first thing I'm gonna grab. First, we're gonna put us a tequila sunrise worm. We're gonna put us a tequila sunrise worm on one of these poles. We're gonna put us a red shad sluggo on this other. Now I'm ready to get out of here and I'm gonna start fishing. picked it up because I was pretty far down there, but I caught one, what I call a whole fryer bass, about 11 inches long. I'll show y'all after a while. Guys, trying to film and fish out of a kayak for me ain't working. I don't know if y'all seen it. I was pretty far down there. I caught a little, what I call a whole fryer bass. And we gonna keep them because this pond here, we don't want it to get overstocked with bass. So we gonna keep the little ones, which I love the little ones. I cut the head, scale them, and fry them whole. But did y'all see where that dog come out there swimming? I knew if I ever let him get to me and get them paws in that boat, he was finna dump me. So I had to push him away from me and then paddle away from him to make him go back to the bank. He was about to dump me if he'd ever got them paws on the side of that little canoe. Cause like I said, it's pretty tipsy. But I'm gonna turn the camera off and I'm gonna go on and fish a little while in the kayak. And then I'll come back and walk around the bank and fish and see if I can get some footage of catching something for y'all. Alright guys, the winds done got up too hard and it's too aggravating fishing out of the little canoe. All I got is 3 little hole fryers, I call it. I had 2 more that got off before they got in the boat. They didn't have a hook set in them. I'm gonna tie these out over there and then we're gonna ride the side by side down to that end and fish off the bank for a little while. All 3 of these fish, guys, I didn't catch them up by the bank, throwing to the bank. They was more out toward the center. But we've got about 8 inches of rain here and it's filled this pond up. So it ain't good fishing today, but I got 3 so far and I'm gonna go down there and see if we can catch a couple more to go with it anyway. Alright guys, so all 3 of them fish and the other 2 that got off was off of this here. It's KINAMI baits, made by Yamamoto Enterprise, freshwater series. Now back in the day, now I've had all these baits in my tackle box for years, but back when I used to fish, I liked these because they're real soft. And when a fish bites it, they want to hang on to it. Now this here is a June bug, and the other one I caught them on was a red shad. Now I tried fishing 2 or 3 different worms and didn't catch nothing, and when I'd go back to one of these is when I'd pick up another fish. So that's what we're fishing with. guys, y'all see that and just take my worm off? That was 4 of them done got off. So far got 3 and 4 got away. That ain't much good luck, is it? Well guys, that looks like our catch for today. We got another cloud moving in here about to rain, and no more fish than I'm catching. I ain't staying out here in the rain. Now I did have 4 more that I missed that I should have had. Either I didn't set the hook good or whatever the case may be, but I should have had 4 more, but I was expecting to have about 10 or 12 out of this little trip. We'll try them again next time. But I hope y'all enjoyed the little kayak fishing with Papaw. Y'all didn't get to see me dump over. That boat's pretty tipsy, but after I put them noodles down that side, it makes it pretty safe for a little kid's 8-foot kayak. You just have to be very careful. But I'm finna go home and I'm gonna scale these and cut the heads off, and I'll fry them up whole, and that with a few potatoes will be enough for supper for me and my wife tonight, because we love bass. So again, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a great day, great week. God bless. See y'all next time. I went on me a fishing trip, but I didn't catch a big one.